It's a great honor for me to be able to talk with you today. I want to thank one of my own high school classmates, Mr. John Luce, who many of you know as an assistant principal, for nominating me for this award. He's an extraordinary educator who has served the school and district in many ways over the years, and I want to congratulate him on his upcoming retirement. I keep up with John and many other of my high school classmates through social media. My graduating class was about 400 students, and I'm Facebook friends with about 75, and another dozen or so who were in the building a year or two ahead or behind me. I can joke that I have many more high school friends now than when I was in high school. There's a remarkable sense of community in the class, which itself has a Facebook group of about 170 members. We're able to collectively celebrate life events, commiserate over losses, and generally keep up with one another, even though we live anywhere from Alaska to Florida and lots of points in between. Lancaster County remains the center of gravity, and many of my classmates still live nearby. There's also a remarkable sense of collective memory, the shared experiences we had growing up and attending Manheim Township schools. We reflect on the historical events that framed our high school years and the teachers, administrators, and school staff we encountered, especially when we learn of those who've passed away. I have what may seem like a strange job. I study how schools work. Some of that involves understanding how schools sort and select students and send them in different directions. But I also have researched how people make sense of their school experiences as part of their lives. In one study, I asked adults of various ages to reflect on something important they'd learned in school. I expected that they might talk about a topic, concept, or fact they'd learned about in a particular class. Somewhat to my surprise, the people I interviewed found it difficult to talk about learning something about a school subject. Instead, they often spoke of learning to be able to depend on themselves, learning to get along with others, or making durable friendships. For some, their most memorable school experiences were about the cafeteria and school lunches. Does that mean that they didn't learn anything academic in school? No, not at all. Rather, it means that their thoughts are driven by memories of people. That's true for me too. Not long ago, my class's Facebook group was reflecting on some of the math teachers we had in high school. Someone had found a story about Don Cleaver, who had taught geometry and trigonometry, among other subjects. I'd had Mr. Cleaver for trig, but I remembered him far more as the coach of the cross-country team I joined as a freshman and co-captained my senior year. He was an exceptional coach, taking a team that had an 0-13 record the year before he took over, got it to 6 wins and 7 losses his first year, and then an undefeated league championship team the year after that. He hadn't been a runner himself and had no specialized knowledge about cross-country coaching. But he read a couple of books, threw himself into it, and through his actions made clear that we were a team. He believed in us and that we could rise to our potential. And we did. You might think that extracurriculars are just that, extra. But researchers have shown that you can learn things deeply, both in traditional classrooms and in extracurricular activities. Both can offer an opportunity for mastery, learning ideas that can transfer to new settings. Both can serve as sites for figuring out a bit more about who you are as a person, your identity. And both can be places to be creative and to build something new. None of these, mastery, identity, and creativity, is a solo activity. We learn best amidst others, whether our teachers or our classmates. What I wish for you, as you move forward with the next chapter of your lives, is that your experiences here at Manheim Township have given you the opportunity for deeper learning, just as they did for me. And I hope that you can carry these opportunities forward to whatever comes next. Congratulations.